just go, you know, back and forth. Oh, I lost the bowl over there somewhere. Is that right there? Yep, okay.
Mommy, you know you're online.
Hi, all right, everybody. Hey, family, you guys ready? All right, good morning, everyone. Hopefully, everyone, I'm glad to see everyone came in safe from outside. It's a little nasty out there. Definitely was not like that when I left home, but it's Chicago, right? The Midwest. So thank you. Thank God I have, you know, a place to live, a place to call home. It's good to see you guys today. Everyone looking nice. Again, I'm Chef Maria, and what I do, I am an action chef or a demo chef. I go around and I help these vendors and lovely farmers who work so hard. I help them showcase their products in very tasty, simple dishes. That way you can taste what it, you know, see what it tastes like, smells like. You can experience the food and then go and buy it all. So I'm talking to a few of you all. I know I've heard you say that you've already bought some of the items that I have today. You kind of stuck around to try it. So today, what I am going to do is I have some wonderful sausage here from Arnold's Farm. So if you guys want, all of the ingredients here, I've gotten from the vendors here. The only thing that's outside is my oil. So including the salt. So everything today is from a vendor here. Now we have this sausage here from Arnold Farms, which a lot of you guys purchased already. And I guarantee you it tastes really good. Now also we have from Urban Canopy. I'm going to be using apples, delicious, onions, and mushrooms. These are portobello mushrooms and some garlic. So, and then I have this Alaskan Pure Sea Salt from right back there in the corner. You guys definitely need to try this. It smells like a Christmas tree. This is sea salt with bits of the pine needles from Alaska. So you guys got to try this. All right, so starting off, I'm going to, oh, also I can't forget my heat. This hot sauce right here from in the back, quarter mile hot sauce. Literally a little drop for this entire pot. Well, you'll see in a minute. Okay, so I started with some oil. You know, you guys probably can't smell too much of this oil. I have a extra virgin Greek olive oil. My highlight today is all of the ingredients, and this olive oil is really great because it's light. It doesn't have a strong flavor profile, so it's not going to overwhelm the other ingredients. Anyone else cook with olive oil? Yes. Everybody, great. There you go. So, okay, so we got the olive oil. So I'm going to add some onions. Now, I love cooking with onions. It's a nice base. Anyone else start just about everything you cook with onions? Garlic? Yeah, I see a couple of hands there. Yeah, so I'm going to add some onions here to kind of get started and turn this up. Now you guys should start smelling it. All right. Okay. So I want to saute these a little bit and get them nice and soft, translucent, where you can start to kind of see through them a little bit. Now, at the same time, let's see. Put the onions. I'm going to add just a little bit of my garlic in there. Now, be careful with the garlic. If your pan is too hot and you cook your garlic too fast, be careful. It will burn before your onions get ready. So you see here, I've got it about on about medium high heat here. And I'll add a little bit more oil to it. Just about another tablespoon. So, because again, it's gonna everything that I put in here is gonna kind of soak that up. So you guys can't see, but just to the side a little bit. But matter of fact, here, let me help you guys see. You guys see here? what it should look like. So everything is starting to brown a little bit for you guys right here. Okay.
Mom.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. It's only food.
Mom.
All right. So once they start to brown, get a little shiny, start to cook down, then I am going to add my apples. Now, I love apples. And a little secret for you guys. A lot of sausage that you get, especially like house-made sausage that you get, sausage links, Italian sausage, a lot of those have onions in it. They might not tell you or have it directly on the label, but I just kind of blew their secret for them. So that little kick that you get, that extra oomph, is a lot of times from apples in your sausage. And then they do give a nice little crunch. They give a nice crunch. All right, so I am going to turn my fire down here. And anyone else ever actually cook with apples? Anything outside of apple pie or apple cobbler? Okay, so what else? What does some of you guys put some apples in? Oh, there you go. Okay, I didn't even think about that, but yes, dressing. Yep.
Okay, this is for the scrap.
Oh, thank you. I actually got one.
Well,
Oh, that's not
trash. For scrap.
Oh, gotcha.
Because I
Oh yeah. Okay, so composting too, you guys. Definitely say she's coming to get all my scraps, which is great. I'll definitely get them for you. So one of the things that I love to do while we're up here playing with scraps, it's okay. So one of the things that I love is that I love, trying to minimize food waste. So my onion, when I cut the onion, I'm left with this. This is it. That whole onion, and that's all that's left. And then that gets rinsed and washed in a bag. What I do at home, I collect my scraps and then put them in a Ziploc bag and pop them in the freezer. The freezer, I can keep it, for as long as I need to. And then once I get enough, I'll take it and I'll make stock. So that way I am, I really try to utilize as close to 100% of my ingredients as possible. Okay, so now we've got that going. Now you guys can see the apples have started to kind of brown a little bit. The apples cook down. Okay. So now I am going to add the mushrooms. Let that cook a little bit. Now I love mushrooms. Love mushrooms. They don't take a long time to cook at all. Anyone else like mushrooms? What you guys put mushrooms in? Everything? Everything like what? Come on, throw it out there. What else? Rice. Sally, you should go back and get everybody else. Okay, move back and forth. It's a lot of stuff. Yes. So we got a lot of uses for mushrooms. What's that? Yes, soups. A lot of stuff. I like mushroom tacos. You take your mushrooms and just slice them once you rinse them, and just coat them in some seasoned flour or whatever, seasoned fish fry, even cornmeal, and then just drop them in some really hot oil, and just only for like maybe a minute or two. Very crunchy. You won't even know that you're not eating, some meat or some fried fish in there. So except for the taste, of course, they don't taste like fish. So I'm gonna give this a little taste here just to see where it's at, and also to taste it before you guys do, so I can know whether or not you're telling the truth when you say it's good or not. I'm not gonna give you anything nasty. Okay, that's delicious. The only thing that it's missing is some salt. So now and I don't need a whole lot of salt. What I love about sea salt is it is natural. It's not processed and refined and all that. Also, the flakes, the granules are larger. So it's harder to over season because you can see what the salt looks like. And then it's bigger. It covers a wider range of your tongue, so you get that feeling of salty, faster. I don't use those really fine table salt because it's really easy to over salt with that. Once you start putting it, disappears. You don't even know you're sprinkling it a lot of times, and that way it's really easy to over salt. So I'll pick the salt back up and actually put it in the pot. Just not even a whole lot, just a little bit. And again, this is with pine needles from Alaska. I'm excited to try this. Okay, so we got this going. And now I'm gonna put the sausage, I'm gonna take all this out and then put the sausage. So now I've got It's all kind of, just mixed up in here now. It's soft. It's got the flavor from the salt. And I don't want to put a lot of salt in it, just barely a little bit because of the sausage. That sausage, that's delicious. The sausage is going to really season it too. So I'm going to put this here. Use my little bowl. So I'm going to take everything that's in here out and add it right here to the side because I'm going to mix that in my sausage. Now, what I do at home, I use, it's really, really tricky to get kiddos to eat anything healthy or semi-healthy or anything with colors in it, especially if it's green. Don't get me started. But what I do is I'll take, little things like this. I'll saute this. Now, kids eat rice. They love rice. It took me forever to get them to eat the green from the herbs because once they tried it, who thought? It's got flavor, so it definitely adds flavor to the dish. So I've got that green part. So now what I do is I'll add actual like greens or spinach and I'll chop it up real fine and raw, and then I'll mix that in the rice, and I'll have the sauteed onions or garlic and other things and mix that in the rice. Then if you want to add chili powder and other things, you end up with dirty rice. So it's a lot of different things you can do with the rice. So enough about rice. I am going to add just a little bit of oil to my pan, and I'm going to add this wonderful sausage, which might cook if I turn my pan up. All right, anyone in here eat sausage, like sausage? So now this is actually breakfast sausage. They were formed in patties. And I should have called them ahead of time to let them know, hey, don't do that work. That's, a waste of labor because I'm going to chop it up anyway. But that's okay. So I'm going to put all this sausage in here. What are some other ways that you guys, maybe you guys prepare sausage like this outside of breakfast sausage or breakfast links? How else do you use it?
I use sausage with pasta.
Oh, with pasta, yes.
I've done quiche, pasta. I've done put sausage in my biscuit.
Everything. So, egg rolls, yes. So we've got pasta, we've got quiche, we've got egg rolls, sauce. Again, rice. You can mix it with your rice. I love it mixed with just, veggies. Now this, again, when you're gonna taste this sausage, and it doesn't take the sausage very long to cook. Okay, real fast, especially when you break it up like this. So now, another thing that you can do too, let's say if you have the whole sausage, you can, instead of taking the skin off and breaking it down, you can slice it and then cook it on both sides in the same way. You have the little circle sausage, and you can do the same thing, mix that in if you don't want to do all of this breaking up. So if you guys see this sausage, I just put it in, and we're almost ready. We're almost ready.
Yum.
Almost ready.
What kind of sausage?
This is pork sausage from Arnold's Farm. Yep. Oh yes, sustainably done. So that's why I love farmers markets. That's why I love coming around to the small vendors, because you guys work so hard to get the products that you have, and it's quality, it's natural, from the earth. I love it. I actually have, I sell meals on Fridays. I have sandwiches. One is called the Midwest Monster, and one of the highlights of that sandwich is pepper jam. I use sweet heat. So I'll use jam and hot sauce, or I'll use the Rollicking Buckaroo pepper jam, which is not in this dish today, but it's right back there, and it's a staple in my sandwiches that I sell every Friday. So, and I love incorporating ingredients from the vendors into my meals, into my dishes, and showcasing. So the Midwest Monster has about 5 or 6 ingredients that I get from local farmers, including relish, the jam, tomatoes, the cucumbers. These are our ingredients that can commonly be found over a various amount of farmers and vendors. So if one runs out, I know that it's something that I can get or find, somewhere else. So, all right, I'm going to taste this. Let's turn it down some. Do you guys, how often do you guys go to other markets as well? Let me ask you, the vendors, do your vendors go to other vendors and markets and things? Like on your own, not just for work? Okay, so yeah, we all, definitely have to support each other, because It's really easy with all the big conglomerates to forget about, you know, local, but it's so important to take advantage, to focus on local sustainability. All right, so let's taste this sausage. Never had it before, so I don't know if I need to add anything, and I don't.
Mom, can I try?
Yeah, you want to try some?
Yeah.
All right, my videographer try this a little bit. It's hot. So, and it's not very salty. It's not salty at all, this sausage, which is great. Okay, so got that. So now if you like, you know, you can, you know, pour some of the oil out if it's too much for you. But if you're using rice, different things like that, you know, you can always, you know, once you add once you add the rice and stuff to it, it'll definitely kind of soak it up. So, but I'm gonna pour a little bit of mine out. Pour just a little bit of the oil, because I don't like really, you know, I don't like really oily stuff.
That's good.
It's not a lot, but because I don't have rice or anything like that as a base, I don't want you guys, you know, Chef Maria made this too greasy, you know, because I know you will. You won't tell me to my face, but then you go in the parking lot and kind of, so I'm going to save it right now. Okay, so I got the sausage, and now it's done already. It's already brown, so everything else that I sauteed, the onions, the apples, the portobello mushrooms, the garlic, and that wonderful Alaskan sea salt. It's from Alaska, pine needles from Alaska. That's so awesome. Take that and mix it all in. Mix all that together. All right. So now you guys, this is delicious. Can you smell it? Yeah, smell everything come together. That sausage is amazing. Every single ingredient is amazing. If you, I don't know if you are a vegetarian or vegan, if you like, you can omit the sausage, you know, or, and it's still just as good, you know, with all those veggies by itself, or top over, you know, whatever other protein you might like. So that is that. So now, to make it hot, when I say this hot sauce is hot, guys, this bottle here will last you a long time. One half a drop in one plate is really all you, well, let me put it in here. So I'm gonna put a little bit, that's it. Seriously, it's very hot, but it's made with real habanero peppers. Those peppers are very spicy, but they're really good. So now let me taste this. And don't be scared to come up here and try it for you guys who might not like heat, because it's not really spicy. My goodness. Yeah, go ahead. Try some. Go ahead. Try a little bit. There you go. Okay, now scoot over a little bit. Okay, remember. All right, family, here online, everyone who's tuning in at home. Here you go. That is the final product, and it's only got a little bit of heat on the back end. Now, again, what I love about this, I'm gonna stop talking and start putting it in the thing for you. I love, again, that you can take this. Here, I'm gonna put the samples. You guys can come up and grab some samples now. Like I said, I'll keep talking, but I'll move my hands though.
Mom, is it done?
No, you can keep going. So get the reactions from everyone to make sure to see if they're telling the truth, you know. Taste it, see how it is. And this is great by itself.
It's delicious.
Thank you. It's great by itself, or you can, again, top it over some rice. You can top it over quinoa. You can mix it in your veggies, different things like that.
Yummy.
Yes. And don't worry, I'm going to make a few batches here. So you guys, if you don't catch the first batch, you can definitely catch the next.
I did too. I have it.
And all of these ingredients right here in the front is what we use. That's it. Can you guys taste that heat? Yes, I do. And it's not a whole lot. Not a whole lot.
When you make it, just make half with the spice and half without. You know.
Oh yeah, I can. I can definitely make the next one. Oh, here go my fork. Yes. Oh yes, tacos. Yes.
I'm gonna take some to
Yes. So
the farm guy.
okay, yes, definitely the vendors, so we can make sure that they taste their products too. So you guys, yes, please come up, taste it, and go and help these farmers. Help the vendors. Don't let them take anything back home. Oh, okay. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Family, hey, that's watching. I wish you guys could try this or smell it, but you should have came. Go to the next Faith and Place demo. I'll be posting real soon the schedule so you guys will know where to go. Okay, yep. All right. Thank you guys for listening. Find me on Instagram or Facebook at cocineras.life. That is COCINERAS.LIFE. That's Instagram and Facebook at cocineras.life. And thank you guys. Please come up and try it.
Okay, finish. Not first finish. Not
Yep.
finish.
Huh?